Okay, continuing the JLA versus the Avengers, I decided to go with Martian Manhunter versus Vision. You find this is kind of a bizarre matchup, but they do have similar color patterns, and they also kind of fall into a similar category. Vision is essentially the synthetic life form member of the Avengers, so he doesn't always quite fit in. And then you look at the Justice League, they're all, humanoids. Quite a few of them, of course, are aliens. However, none of them look like Martian Manhunter. So even though they're both part of tight-knit groups, they're both kind of the outcasts. So as always, there's the 9 basic criteria. You have intelligence, fighting ability, strength, speed, durability, crewmative abilities, invulnerability, energy projection, versatility, and X factor. So you're gonna intelligence. In this way, ironically, you've got a superior Martian brain versus essentially a computer. Taking nothing away from Martian Manhunter, he is an undeniably intelligent individual. They actually have mentioned that his IQ is above 192. But he still has the limitations you get with an organic brain versus the entirely synthetic and technologically based brain that you have in Vision. So 1 point for Vision. Fighting ability. Ironically, most of the superpowered people in the DC universe tend to suck when it comes to fighting. They're very much punchers. They're brawlers. Ironically, Vision has been trained by Captain America in unarmed combat. Yeah, think about how much stronger the JLA would be if Batman trained everybody. For the Avengers, Captain America has trained the vast majority of people. Another point right there for Vision. Super speed. Ironically, when it comes to the overall speed ability here, it's always the DC universe. Just period. Now we're going to go to strength. Martian Manhunter is one of the most powerful characters when it comes to overall physical strength. Vision is also very, very strong. However, Vision's ability at phasing also allows him to become a lot more dense. The increase in density ironically gives him almost near infinite strength. Yeah, he can increase the density of his body to a point that he has near limitless strength. Durability. How well do you recover from damage? Vision, he does have self-repair mechanisms. However, Martian Manhunter can grow back from his hand. You have to destroy Martian Manhunter on like the cellular level to defeat him. So for durability, it is Martian Manhunter. Invulnerability. When it comes to Martian Manhunter, with his shapeshifting abilities and all that, he's really, really difficult to defeat. A prime example of that is when the Illuminati fought that Skrull. Namor broke its neck, and the Skrull went, "It's hard to break the neck of a shapeshifter." And then, of course, they impaled it. But he's really tough to pin down unless there's a fire. If there's any sort of fire, that's it. He's pretty much toast. Versus, again, Vision with the ability to adjust his density to almost, to make himself phase, same thing that Martian Manhunter can do, but also make himself almost as dense as adamantium. That's going to give Vision another notch right there. Now we're down to energy projection, versatility, and X factor. So now we're going on to energy projection. Ironically, you've got the laser vision that Vision has, which is red solar radiation, versus the eye beams that Martian Manhunter has, the breath that Martian Manhunter has. Martian Manhunter is kind of like Superman with additional abilities. So he's got more raw power output. Versatility. Again, you have Superman abilities, then you have like a Professor Xavier level, psychic level abilities, and then near perfect control and shape-shifting. Now it comes down to that all-important X factor. Vision is a very, very tough and very, very hard opponent to defeat. However, he has had certain episodes in his life that would make him kind of susceptible to what John could do when it comes to a mental assault. That's if John were to take it to that level. At the same time, it would be really tough for Vision to defeat John. He would need pretty much to set John on fire and then run him through while keeping him on fire. So if fire is present, Vision can take this, and he can take this really easily. If Martian Manhunter decides, I've got nothing else to lose, can I psychically attack this android? And if you can get that to work, he defeats Vision. This unironically could kind of be a toss-up. However, what we've seen from Martian Manhunter is he's not a big fan of using his psychic abilities to attack unless he has no other alternative. The solar radiation that Vision can produce could potentially start a fire much easier than I see Martian Manhunter using his abilities to defeat Vision. So actually, I'd probably give Vision this one. Of course, this fight would be fought a lot in the way of with their phasing abilities and all the abilities that Martian Manhunter has. It's that weakness to fire that's probably going to put him down. And when it comes to Vision, Vision's got better processing of information, better fighting ability, and that density tricks that he can do is just insane. We've never really seen Martian Manhunter make himself more dense. So he just has this side where Vision can swing both directions. So I would actually give Vision the win on this one. It would be close, and this would come down to, like milliseconds. This is about as close as you can get. This is like this isn't a 5 to 4. This is like a 4.6 to a 4.4. I mean, these two guys are very, very closely matched.